Well, hello there, folks. Welcome to the Business Forum. I'm Nick Chubb, your 2018 Chairman of the Board of the Greater Fort Walton Beach Chamber of Commerce. Today I have two distinguished guests with us, Michael Beedie, City Manager for the City of Fort Walton, and our Mayor, what's your name again?
I think it's Dick Rynearson.
Yes, thank you. Gentlemen, thank you for coming.
Thanks for having us.
We've got a lot of things going on in the area, and maybe we just take a few minutes to touch on a couple of them. Mayor?
Great. Well, it's a great time to be living in Fort Walton Beach. We have a lot of really good things happening right now in the city. We're getting ready for concerts in the park down at the Landing, it's a perennial favorite that has built each year that we've done it, and this summer will be no exception. We start in May, I believe.
May 4th is the first concert.
Yeah, I already have my chairs reserved down there.
Great.
That's a good thing, and you need to reserve early because the park does fill up. But that's a wonderful thing. We've got improvements planned for the Landing. It's really a never-ending project. We keep making it better and better. And Michael can talk a little more to the near term where we're going to go with the Landing. We've got great things happening out in our Commerce and Technology Park. We've got a bridge to build, and we've got a hotel to move. So we got lots to talk about.
Well, great. Michael, why don't you continue on with what Dick was saying about the Landing?
Sure. We've got a great project to basically revamp the Landing along the waterfront and eventually upland. The first phase of that is along the water. We've got the funding for it. We're just waiting on the permits, and we're not going to disrupt any of the peak season or the events during the spring and summer. We're projecting to start that project after Labor Day and have it ready hopefully for 2019's concert series.
Awesome. Can you get into some detail about what the first phase will entail at the Landing?
Sure. We're going to replace the boardwalk, the seawall, do some renovations to the dock. There's going to be a little passive beach where you can launch your kayaks or paddle boards.
Okay.
And then we're going to get ready to do a brand new stage, which will be halfway over the water. It'll be right in the center of the park, and I think it'll create more of an amphitheater feel for bigger events.
So more down toward the pavilion?
Yes.
Okay. Wonderful. Care to step on to one of the other topics the mayor brought up?
Sure.
Let's pick the Gulfview Hotel.
Gulfview, we recently approved it at City Council to move it, and right now the projected date is
April 3rd, pending approval from FDOT. Florida Department of Transportation has to do necessary permitting and make sure we can close 98 to make this happen. But April 3rd is our target date, and the night that happens, I expect half the town to pull an all-nighter to come down, and it'll be the greatest free show on earth as we move that down 98 to its new resting place next to the Harris Insurance Building.
Yeah, that's going to be quite a scene, and I can't imagine taking down the traffic lights and the power poles and all that as the house or the building moves down 98, and then putting it all back together right behind it to be open for business, hopefully by peak drive time in the morning.
And that's why we expect a large crowd to see, because people have a hard time envisioning that process. I do as well. So I'm excited about it, and I'm going to be there.
Well, we'll have to see if we can't coordinate once we get a little more details and try to do maybe a pub crawl or something around it to generate some more interest.
I think that would be a great thing.
Awesome. Any further on the Gulfview?
No, I think it's a once-in-a-lifetime project, and
I would agree.
We would invite everyone to come out and watch it, because it's probably something you'll never see again in this area.
It's not like moving a double wide.
That's right.
All right. Dick, you brought up a couple other points. We talked about the bridge, and we have a bridge behind us here. Obviously, the Brooks Bridge. And everybody knows that we're moving forward with the Brooks Bridge. Current estimates, I believe, are 2021 for the start of that project. Have not heard anything contrary to that. Michael, maybe you can talk a little bit about one of the other projects that we're trying to dovetail into that timeline to be more efficient with taxpayer dollars.
Sure. Well, I'll let the mayor
we
talk about.
We have an around-the-mound traffic concept that City Council has looked at. and approved, we'd like to move forward with that. We are working to get it on the DOT's 5-year plan. We think actually before this airs, that will have been accomplished. And then the next phase will be citizen involvement. And if we can make this all dovetail in with the construction of the bridge, as you said, saving taxpayer dollars. And while we're going to be a little inconvenienced while the bridge is being done, we may as well be a little inconvenienced as we reroute the traffic and do that all at the very same time.
It might be a little premature, but can you give the audience maybe some concept of what the around the mound will entail as far as potential routing of traffic?
Well, if coming through Fort Walton Beach, if you're headed towards Destin, Highway 98 would be just as it is now. It would be 2 lanes of traffic headed towards Destin. As you're coming back going towards Pensacola, at the foot of the bridge on the Fort Walton side, you'll make a right turn, go up a short way past the Publix shopping center, then make a left turn, probably around First Street, and then that will be widened as well to accommodate that traffic, and then integrate back in to Beale somewhere. I'm not sure exactly which street, but before we get to Beale, you would integrate back into 98, and it would eliminate several traffic signals. And with the curve radiuses and things that FDOT uses, it looks like it really smooths out the traffic flow.
And from what I remember hearing at one of our meetings, we'll also be looking at trying to add additional downtown parking and maybe widen the sidewalks to give a more cafe or European feel to the downtown walking district then?
Yeah, that's the whole intent of this is, again, increased parking, making our downtown area just more pedestrian friendly, more user friendly, and hopefully increase the number of folks who will enjoy our beautiful downtown.
Very good. And renovating downtown or further development, I understand possibly there might be something in the works, or at least in requesting of proposals for the old Venture Hive building?
That's certainly up for grabs at this point. Michael can talk to that more than I can, I believe, but certainly that's a piece of real estate that's open at this point in time.
Sure, we've got a request for proposals out there to lease that, for entities or groups to come in and lease that building. The city's not trying to get in the private business sector, but it's a prime location for some type of business venture that we think would enhance the park experience.
Very good. Well, I think we're about out of time. Just kind of a highlight, I think, is the April 3rd move of the Golf View. It should be a spectacular event, and hopefully people will be able to stay up through the night to watch it, because it certainly won't be a quick move. And we look forward to having that as a new centerpiece downtown. Thank you all for coming out here, and we'll be back in just a moment.